Alright guys, how's it going? I hope you're doing very well. I wish you all the best for 2024. Hope you have a nice Christmas. It's Christmas Eve here. It's like 10 to 9 in the morning, so it's kind of quiet. The house is it's just starting to wake up, so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to sit on YouTube and just talk shit for the next 10 minutes. And just kind of give people an idea where I've been. And it's been a good year for me, if I'm personally honest. Absolutely fantastic year in terms of opportunities, in terms of jobs, in terms of working, in terms of just had a good year, which is good. It makes a change because usually the rest of the year's pretty shit. So I've been very fortunate, and I'm not bragging or flexing here. It's an observation more than anything, to be honest. In terms of personal life, yeah, it's had its ups and downs. You get this, you get families, you get deaths in the family, you get cancer, all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? But I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not one of these people that ever looks for sympathy. I don't even do sympathy. It's just a fact of life. That's just shit happens, and you need to deal with it one way or the other. So on a personal level, fantastic. Artistic level, yep, also very good. Big clients, working with a game studio, being employed by another big employer. I'm not kind of giving the name of this employer away at the moment. I'm just trying to kind of settle in, and I'm just trying to be useful at the moment, to be honest. Which I find a bit difficult. It's a kind of different field for me, and I just kind of I just want to be good. You know what I mean? I just want to do a good job. Like most people when they get a job, they just want to do the job and do it well. But in terms of YouTube, it's been absolutely horrific, if I'm honest. Absolutely horrific. And it's 100% my fault. I kind of neglected the YouTube channel. And I suppose the reason I'm making this video, I actually seen a comment, but it was hidden for some reason. And it was like, fucking hell, mate, I thought you had died. So, no, unfortunately, I'm still here. I pretty much neglected YouTube for a full year. And I think this is the difference between being a YouTuber full time and just having a YouTube channel. I'm not a YouTuber, right? Simple. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not cut out for that kind of lifestyle, to be honest. I like having a YouTube channel, and I like making tutorials, and I like helping other users out, but I'm not a YouTuber. I couldn't do this full time. It's too difficult. And I've seen a lot of kind of Blender YouTubers over the last year really excel. Like Ryan King Art, I think he's now 100,000 subscribers. Congratulations, man. Buzzing for you. Same with Markham 3D. Just same with most people that start a YouTube channel in Blender. It's good to see these people. It's good to see them expand and grow their knowledge. And it's good because it's obviously the more views they get, the more money they make. So it actually feels like an invested interest. But for me, it's never been about the money for YouTube. It's pennies for me, to be honest. And I was watching a CG Matter video, and he was going through his analytics and stuff like this, and his channel's massive, and I was looking at the revenue that he was making. I was like, fucking hell, man, you're busting your ass for nothing. So, yeah, YouTube get ignored. I'm going to kind of start focusing a little bit more on YouTube next year for 2024, and it's going to be kind of introduction stuff. There's no point in doing these big, massive scale tutorials when people don't understand the fundamentals. One of the highest viewed videos on my channel is actually when your rotation gets locked, and it's because you hit a key by mistake, the period key. And so kind of solving their problems out for users is more beneficial for me in the long run. And I think people forget when you open 3D software up, it can be quite daunting. It can be quite a big task. I think from a Blender perspective, in the next 5 years, you're going to see a massive increase of Blender jobs. And the reason for this is, for the last 5 years, if you watch the bell curve, everybody's been training and getting better and better and better. In fact, I would probably argue some of the best artwork that I've seen overall out of every community is coming from Blender at the moment, or certainly the most intuitive, what a fucking idiot, intuitive, best kind of breaking artwork is coming from Blender. Now, you've got the Houdini guys, and they kind of look at Blender as if it's nothing, which is fair enough. If you use Houdini day to day, you understand that it's an incredibly powerful application. But with the introduction of geometry nodes and stuff like this, it opens up the doors massively to Blender users, and it's just cherry picking away at the industry ever so slightly. Highlights of 2023, I got to go to Beacon, that was really good fun. I got to meet a whole bunch of Blender users, some are fantastic. I got to meet guys that I'd spoken to on Discord for 2-3 years, so that was good fun. I met Andreas, brilliant, got a beer, that's all I care about. Got to go to Amsterdam, yeehaw, fantastic. I got to go to Solana Beacon event as well, Beacon event, Solana Breakpoint event, that was really good. I got to meet my future employers, or my employers that I've got at the moment. Great bunch of lads, fantastic bunch of people actually. You know that way when you get a job and you get to work with people and you think, fucking hell, these guys are good. It kind of drives you forward at the same time. At the moment, I kind of feel like a spare prick at a whore's wedding. I kind of just, I'm not fitting in naturally, and I feel as if I've got a point to make, but I'm hoping that comes at some point, because I just want to do a really good job for these lads. Working with the game studio, fantastic as well. That was 2 years. I was pretty much in the game studio, so my job was to do key art. So anything that you see on Xbox or Steam, generally that's my artwork. Also got to do a lot of blockouts, a lot of concepting for game assets. So what I would do is I would design them, or the creative director would design them, and then I would block them out, and then I would pass them over to the lead modeler, and the lead modeler would then put this into the game engine. So I got to do this cool stuff, and because you're working with cars, you get to design tyres, spoilers, shunters, the way the cars look and all that. It was great, fantastic. That work's kind of starting to wrap up, to be honest. We're actually going to go into, or we're coming out of preview, and we're going into 0.1 or 1.0, depends how you look at it. So that work's kind of wrapping up. So I've got a little bit more time to kind of concentrate on YouTube, or just a little bit more time for myself. And I think one of my goals for 2024 is just to get healthy, just to stop being a fat bastard. That's pretty much my goal for 2024. Nice and easy. And I want to obviously work with the larger company, and I want to try and do my best. There's a few ideas I've got in my head, but it's like anything, you've got to ease yourself in, you know what I mean? It's like anal sex, you can't just ram them straight in there, or there will be pain. Anyway, that was a good analogy. Let me grab my coffee here and I'll just start wrapping this conversation up. Yeah. I've seen a lot of stuff happening over 2023. I've seen a few Blender users going through some shit. I'm not going to name names. You know, that way I'm just watching on Twitter, and sometimes I don't do sympathy, right? I've never done sympathy. It's not my nature. I'm kind of more fucking just get your shit together and get yourself sorted kind of guy. But I've seen a few kind of Blender users having a rough time of it. Please help me pay my PayPal and stuff like this. I'm homeless, blah blah blah. And I feel sorry for these guys a little bit. Sometimes when you look at people, but you just think, you probably brought that on yourself, mate, to be honest. If you can, you'll know who I'm talking about. Go and help these people out if you best you can. And I'm not going to say donate money to people like this. I don't think that's actually a productive method. I think if you're going to help somebody out, try and get them work somewhere. What is it, the saying, you give a fish, feed a man a fish, or give him a rod or whatever? Fuck aye, you know what I mean? Just fucking offer a job, even if it's 2-3 days out of a week. You'll give the user a sense of fucking worth. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So if you can help these people out, you know who I'm talking about. If you don't know who I'm talking about, you might be better off. 2024, fuck knows. Who cares? Who cares? Anyway, have a nice Christmas. And I'll see you around. Take care.